Hey everybody, Ann here. I'm just going to do some video updates because I just don't even feel like typing and correcting autocorrect. So these are going to be unlisted videos and I'll just link them up at the top of the page. I think I can do that. I could put it on my community page. So they took her in and they're going to run a bunch of tests. And I'd considered taking her to the emergency vet, which is the first vet that I took her to. But they are like 30-40 minutes away, so I figured by the time this one opens, you know, and it's so much closer, it would have been about the same amount of time. So that part with Betty was filmed very early in the morning, and the vet doesn't open until 7:30, so I called him up. I got washed up and took her in, and I'm sitting here now, and so she was really good. And the good thing is when she was sitting here, she started barking at the other dogs, and then when the girl came out to get her, she started barking at her, so she had the strength to at least do that. So, but her tail was still wagging. I don't know what this is, but and I will tell you about the shivering too. Betty does that sometimes when she gets really cold. She's got hardly any hair, and it was kind of chilly this morning, and she wasn't shivering when she was outside. She just, you know, when I let her out to go potty, and she came back in and laid down, and that's when I covered her up and whatnot. But so she's been in heat, and I thought that was starting to resolve. And I noticed over the last couple of days that she started really bleeding more. So I've read a couple comments. I've read all the comments, and even the ones that seem mean-spirited or whatever. You know, that's okay. I understand. You know, people are getting attached to Betty as much as I am, and when people think that somebody's going to let an animal suffer, well, there's very strong emotions behind that. So I understand. It's okay. Don't get mad at them. I understand. I would probably have those same feelings too. One of them mentioned clickbait. Well, my whole life is clickbait, basically. So, anyhow, I just don't know what's going on with her. Back to the comments. I read a couple comments about pyometra, and when she started having more blood, when she should be having less blood, that kind of makes me think that's what it is. We didn't get her fixed when she started having those seizures, because the doctor wanted to make sure that she wasn't going to have any more seizures. And she was just at the point, and they don't like to spay dogs, I guess, when they're in heat, so they wanted to wait until she was done. So a couple days ago, I figured I was going to be planning a trip to the vet to get her fixed. But to me, you guys, this seems like pyometra. It's where the uterus gets infected. So they're going to take x-rays of the abdomen, draw a bunch of blood, and I'm just going to sit here and wait. Thank you for all your comments, and thank you for the people who have donated. It certainly eases my mind. I don't make a lot of money, you know, and I wouldn't ask you for anything, but I like to live on as little as possible. I don't have a lot of savings or whatever, and I haven't been doing a lot of door dashing lately. I just got this truck, and the van won't even start, so I'm glad I had this truck so I could get her here. That's a blessing. Anyhow, I'm just rambling, so check back here or the community page for updates, and I'll just keep you all updated, all right? Thanks.